Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this particular lecture, we will study about the relationship between the plant population and yield. Whether if we increase the plant population, the yield will go on increasing, or whether if we increase the plant population, it will go on increasing up to a certain point and then decrease. This is the question, right? So think of yourself, if we go on increasing the plant population, if our yield will increase or it will decrease. So what happens when we are growing a plant? We give it proper spacing. Why we give a proper spacing to a particular plant? Because plants, they require some input, they require some resources for their growth and yield, growth and production, right? What are those inputs? They are sunlight, they are air, then carbon dioxide, then water, mineral nutrition. When two plants, they are in close cohabitation, then what happens? They require the same nutrient, or they require those same resources, right? Plants require same resources, whether they are plants, crops or weeds, they require same resources. But why we give, while domesticating plant or cultivating plant, why we give certain spacing? Because we know that we have to efficiently utilize the solar radiation. If the foliage will overlap, then those foliage, they cannot get enough solar radiation, they cannot contribute to the photosynthetic activity, and they will act as parasitic leaves. The net photosynthesis will go down. So what will happen if we go on increasing plant population? If the yield will increase or decrease, what will happen? So Holliday, one scientist, in 1960, he proposed two laws, two concepts regarding this, like relationship between plant population and yield. What are those concepts? Like one is parabolic response curve, another is asymptotic response curve. Holliday proposed two response curve in relation to plant population and yield. Those are asymptotic response curve and parabolic response curve. What is parabolic response curve? It means if we go on increasing the plant population, number of plants in a particular area, then the yield will go on increasing up to a certain point, then it reaches plateau, then will go down, right? For example, in case of cereals, millets, pulses, this type of response curve, that is parabolic response curve, exists. What will happen there? If we go on increasing the plant population of the cereals, millets and pulses, in those the fruit or maybe the grain is the economic part, right? In those crops, parabolic response curve exists. What is that parabolic response curve? If we go on increasing the plant population, it will increase, the yield will increase up to a certain point, then it will reach plateau, then it will go down, right? That is called parabolic response curve. And what is asymptotic response curve? In asymptotic response curve, if we go on increasing the plant population, yield will increase and it will remain constant, it will not go down, right? Yield will increase up to a certain point and it will remain constant. It is seen in generally the fodder crops or forage crops, where the economic part is whole plant, that is the above ground plant part, that is whole of biomass, that is the economic part for those crops like fodder crops. What is the economic part for fodder crop like berseem, lucerne? What is the economic part? It is the total above ground biomass, that is the economic part. For those plants, if we go on increasing the plant population, the output will not decrease, it will go up to certain point, it will increase up to certain point and it will remain constant at that point. That is asymptotic response curve. So this was proposed by Holliday. So what you may remember from exam point of view, that the yield and plant population relationship, that was proposed by whom? Holliday in 1960. And if question arises like parabolic and asymptotic response curve of plant population and yield, that was proposed by Holliday in 1960. So again, you have to remember what is parabolic response curve and which crops are generally showing the parabolic response curve. Then what is asymptotic response curve and which crops are the example they are involved in asymptotic response curve. So in this way, you can remember these concepts for a longer period, right? Again, I am telling you, if you face any type of doubt regarding this type of concept or any concept while you are studying, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can ask us in our Telegram group also. See you in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye, have a great day.